So hello, fellow compatriots. This is your host, Tripchon here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Anima Textoris, or you can also call him the Soul Weaver. Now, before we get into articulation and functions, let's first figure out how tall this great being is. So, Anima stands roughly about to the top of his mast, 9 3/4 of an inch tall, and the center mirror measurement will be up in the corner. Alright, let's go ahead and get a closer look here. So, articulation-wise for Anima Textoris, ball joint at the ankle can tilt either way pretty decently. However, ankle covers tend to pop off from time to time. Backward movement this far, forward movement not so much. Knee bend, full curl at the knees, which is very nice, and get some nice pattern detailing going on. Very organic looking, which was the goal. Legs, they can go forward this far, go back this far. He could do the full Van Dan if you want him to. And arms are on a ball joint, so you get full rotation. Go up this far, you got elbow bend about roughly 9 degrees. And ball joint on the wrist, same on the other side. The head is on a ball joint, so you get a full rotation very easily. You got your side to side. Looks up this far. Looks down that far, which is not that much at all, but he could definitely do the squirrel if you want the great being to see a squirrel. Now, weapons. He has the soul staff, and now with this staff in particular, it is designed in a way where he can program any MU inhabitant to do whatever he wants them to do. Or basically soul bind. So if there is a vessel that is empty, he can animate it. So it's similar to the Mask of Reanimation, except it can do that too. It can reanimate, but it can also animate non-living things. And give them purpose. But it's not as powerful as the Mask of Life. The Mask of Life is its own thing. So, what is this guy? What is this guy's deal? Before we go into play features. Well, Anima Textoris, the Soul Weaver, which is Latin for the Weaver of the Soul, is actually Velika. Yes, I know, Velika. Is he supposed to be brown? Well, you know, he became a Matoran to disguise himself, so I would be led to believe that he would hardly look anything like his Matoran counterpart. He would try to make, to hide himself more carefully than to just go by the same color scheme or by the same name. And the idea that I had for great beings is that they would have a first and last name. So, like, maybe some of them could have the last name of the village they came from. Some of them having a deeper meaning, like Velika over here, being called the Soul Weaver, the Weaver of the Soul, because he is good with code and programming. So, that's his whole deal. Now, with Anima Textoris, he can also do some arm swing function, so you can have him swing his spear very effectively if you want him to. So let's get that out of the way. So he can do all sorts of stuff, you know. He can swing his spear very effectively if you want him to swing his spear. He does that and it holds in place. So if his arms are up, no worries, you know, he can be like, woohoo, let's go, program, science. I am gonna revolutionize the world, you know, if you want him to, which he will revolutionize the world. Now, of course, you can't have a Velika without some amalgamation. So, first things first, here he is, compared to the good guy, the Chaz of Chads. He will be your husband. Whoop! And here he is with bad guy, and he will kill your husband. Whoop! And that is it for size comparisons. You know how big this guy is and all that good stuff. You don't need me to reiterate anymore. But, you know, he got such a good range. And and he's from the Ice Tribe, by the way. He's from the Ice Tribe, which hence the white and the slight metallic blue. And he lost his leg. He lost his leg, which is why it's all silver compared to the other leg. Because one of his limbs got replaced. How? Who knows? It's a mystery. Which is kind of poetic because, you know, even in life, you know, he had to, like, fix himself up. And in his new life, he had to get his whole body repaired. Funny how that works. You know, he ended up being messed up in some shape or form. Went to Karzani, got messed up some more. And then finally when Matoran Universe landed on Spherus Magna and became Spherus Magna, he decided to go ahead and go back to the same guy that turned him into amalgamation and ended him. Basically, who am I talking about? Karzani, of course. But it wasn't his fault. No, it wasn't this guy's fault. It was Lesovic's. Yeah, Lesovic's fault. It was exactly Lesovic's fault. 100%. Lesovic's fault. Yeah, definitely not this guy. Definitely not this guy. This guy is a very cool guy, you know. He wouldn't hurt anybody. Why would he hurt anybody? He's just too nice. He's too friendly. You know, he gave everyone life. What's so bad about him? You know, he's definitely not a villain. Definitely not a villain. He's a good guy. He's totally a good guy. Do you believe what I'm saying right now? Do you believe it? Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you liked and subscribed. And also, if you want to follow me in any social media in the description down below, I highly recommend you check that out. But I believe that is all for now, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.